Hey, this is Renee Michelle. Today is March 28, 2025. And today's topic, you can't break generational curses. Upholding a generational lie. We get so caught up in tradition. Tradition. You know what I'm talking about. The things that have been passed down from your family, right? And some of it is real good. It's a sense of pride, a sense of community, a sense of bonding and holding things together. But baby, some of that stuff is dark. Some of those traditions are traumatic. Some of those traditions stain us and our livelihood. Some of those traditions bleed into our family line. And I don't mean that blood is thicker than water kind of bleed. I mean that kind of hemorrhaging that damages us and damages the very DNA of us. And some of us never escape it. There's the tradition in, especially in black families, of SA, incest, molestation, things of that nature. And a lot of it is swept under rugs. And where does that come from? I'll tell you the history of it. The history of it is back during slavery times when your overseers or your masters would come and take advantage of your daughters or your wives or your aunts or your grandmas. And your young ones would cry from the hurt and the pain of being violated. And your big mamas would say, shh, now hush, because you don't want him to come back and kill you. So you were trained to keep quiet because you didn't want those who were stronger than you to hurt or harm you. You were taught to keep those secrets. And it is something that has carried over, a disgusting secret that you learn to keep. And you learn to keep those secrets even about those people who were supposed to love you. And those secrets sometimes grew in our bodies. And sometimes those secrets grew legs and arms and hair and teeth and walked around with double DNA, with mothers and fathers that were grandfathers, or fathers that were brothers, or fathers that were cousins, and grandmothers that were mothers who knew about the sins of the fathers or the brothers or the cousins and sons and said nothing. Generational curses look like jealousies between parents and children that made no sense. Generational curses looks like parents blaming children for the sins of the absent parent, or blaming children for looking like the absent parent. Generational curses are parents blaming children for not dying in vitro. Generational curses are parents emotionally abandoning their children and leaving them to figure it out. Generational curses are living through your children and expecting them to sacrifice the life that they were given so that you have a second chance to live a life that you chose not to. Generational curses is loving your kids so much that you keep making the decisions that you know are wrong, and you keep enabling them and not letting them fail so they can learn how to make a different decision. And as a child, when I say you can't break generational curses by upholding the lie, once you know the truth, once you have the glasses that correct your vision, once you can truly see, you can't keep going back to the way that things used to be. You just can't. I may miss the times when I was a kid and I used to go to church and have Sunday morning service and commune and everything, but now that I know the things that I know, I can't sit in a church service anymore because I know too much. Now, I'm not trying to take away from your belief, but I know too much. There's a movie, and if you can get your hands on it, I beg, as our brothers and sisters in Africa would say, I beg you to get your hands on it. And it was called They Live, and Roddy Piper played in it, and he had these glasses he found, and when he would put them on, he could see the world. All the signs would say, obey. Or he could see what people really look like that weren't human. I got the glasses, and I can see. I can't break generational curses by upholding the generational lies. Some of your family members are like those agents in the Matrix. They were sent so that you never get out of the Matrix. You can't unsee what you've seen. And you cannot talk yourself out of what you have habitually habited your way into. You're going to have to start doing different things. Break the curse by doing different things. Stop lying to yourself. Stop holding up generational lies when you know the truth. You say you want different, but every day you wake up and you keep doing the same things. It starts today, and it starts with you. Be bold enough to say, I'm in a different time and I'm in a different space, and guess what? Maybe my mom wasn't right, maybe my dad wasn't right, and maybe this is not the answer for my life. You can't break generational curses by following a generational lie. Today is March 28th, 2025. I am Renee Michelle, and today is the first day of the rest of your life. Don't just seize the day, seize your life. Today, right now. Make it an amazing day. Don't wait for Friday. It's today.